Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I thought I would go over my most worn shoes. So if you're interested in seeing my tiny shoe collection, then keep on watching because we're just gonna jump right in. Okay, so I did ask you guys in a previous video if anyone was interested in seeing this, and I think like one person answered, so I was planning on doing this video anyway, but the fact that somebody said they were interested made me feel happy. So I am going to show you guys my most worn shoes, what I think about like the fit or like the sizing of it, and I'll give you some like little details about that because most of the shoes I have been wearing for a really long time. My feet are, a little bit of background on my feet, which is sounds kind of weird. My feet are very narrow. Like I have super narrow feet, and I'm between a six half 7. So usually for like flats, like flat sandals, I'm usually around a 6.5, and then for like heels or sneakers, I size up to a 7. So that's the general sizing info on my feet. But up first we have my most worn shoe, and well, it's not my most worn shoe, all of these are my most worn shoes, but the first one I'm going to talk about are my loafers. So I have like, I don't know, probably 4 pairs of loafers. I have this pair right here from Zara, which I think is actually a really nice shoe. I think it is real leather, and they're not like the most comfortable shoe, but they do require some like break-in time. But yeah, these are just a very standard pair of loafers. I have them in brown and red, and they're just a really fantastic shoe at a pretty good price point. I know that they come in other colors like black, and I think there was a green at one point. So I do highly recommend these if you are in the market for a loafer and it's not like the Gucci ones that I really wanted, because obviously those are really expensive. I would highly recommend that pair. And then the other pair of loafers that I wear constantly are these like backless slide type loafers. These are from Coach, and I've worn these to death. You can see like all the creases and everything. Yeah, so I don't know, I think for both of these I got them in a 6.5, and this one I would say is a little bit more comfortable just because there's no backing on there's nothing to rub your heel or like your Achilles tendon or whatever. So I do really like the backless ones, but they are a little bit more casual looking at the same time. What I did do though for the Zara ones is sometimes I like just smash the heel down and then I just wear it as a slide if I'm just being really like, if it's really bugging me, or you know, I want to make it look a little bit more casual, then that's what I do. I tend to wear loafers a lot with either like my straight leg pants or denim. So generally my rule of thumb is like I don't ever really need to look super dressy. So if I'm wearing jeans, sometimes I'll wear loafers just to like dress it up a little bit. And then also on the flip side, if I'm wearing like trousers, or like the trousers I'm wearing right now, these are, oh, you guys can't really see it. So if I'm wearing trousers, then I will usually wear sneakers to dress it down, if that makes sense. General rule of thumb, that's just kind of how my style is. But yeah, let's get into the next shoe. Okay, so over the summertime, I would say I lived in Birkenstocks, like absolutely. I have them in 4 colors. Like I love my Birkenstocks, and they are all the suede soft footbed. I have to get the suede soft footbed. I haven't tried anything else, but I can say that the break-in time for these compared to what I've heard about the regular like new buckskin or oiled leather or whatever it is, the leather ones, those ones I heard can be very tough on your feet for the first like few wears. So I always get the suede ones. There's very little break-in time. And yeah, I think that these are a really great shoe because they're super comfortable, and I feel like they have pretty good support. So that's what I like about them. I get them in a size 37 and a size 37 narrow because I feel like it just really, the fit is so good on my narrow feet. So yeah, it just hugs my foot and it makes me feel super comfy. I can walk around in them all day and don't get any sort of blisters or anything like that. So I would highly recommend the Birkenstocks. I know that it's like winter time right now, so Birkenstocks like sandals aren't probably like the highest on people's lists, but I live in a climate where it's really warm all the time. So I would say they have the like Sherpa ones, like they have like a lining on the inside, so that looks really cozy. If you were to wear like socks inside of that, I feel like that would be really cozy. Or the new, like the other shoe that I'm about to talk about, the clogs. So I just got these. I haven't worn them more than like 5 times yet, but I do really like them. I got the like felted wool clog, and these, let me tell you, were really hard to find. I don't even know if I'll be able to link these for you guys, but these are a super comfortable shoe, and I really like them a lot. I know that the clogs are really trending right now, and because I like Birkenstock so much, I thought I'd give it a try, and I really like them. I decided to go for them in this like felted wool. It's like it looks like it's mostly beige, but then there's kind of like marbled or like heathered brown or even like gray like felted wool in like mixed in there. So because of that, I feel like these are a very versatile shoe in terms of the color. Like I can wear them with cool or warm tones, which is really awesome. I really like that about these shoes a lot. They go well with a lot of different like trousers or jeans, like even like these sandal, like Birkenstocks go with so many things. I've seen people wear them with trousers and they actually looked nice. I don't know how, I guess it's more of that like effortlessly cool style. And I just love my Birkenstocks. These, however, do not come in a soft footbed, or not that I could find. These are super hard to get a hold of right now, but if you can get a hold of them, highly recommend. And they do have these in with the Sherpa lining or like the soft like faux fur, and I feel like that would be a really nice option for winter because it'll probably keep your feet a little bit warmer, unless you're like living in the snow and you need like snow boots and stuff. Then yeah, this probably won't do it. But yeah, if you just live somewhere where it's chilly and you get the Sherpa lining one and you put socks on, I feel like that would be really cozy. Okay, so up next I finally pulled the trigger on these Veja Campo sneakers. I know that these have been very popular for a really long time now because I think it was like Meghan Markle that wore them first and like everybody went crazy over them. And they've been around for so long, and I've seen influencers wear them, and I just thought like they're cute. They're really cute, but I don't know, I don't spend like a whole bunch of money on shoes, generally speaking. Like, don't get me wrong, I can appreciate a really nice pair of shoes, but most of these shoes, as you can see in the background, don't cost more than like $150, and these were more than that. So I guess I was kind of hesitant about them. But yeah, I really like them. They're one of my only, I call these like my dressy sneakers, if you know what I mean, because they're leather, and they don't really have that like I mean, they're a sneaker, but they don't have that like athletic look to them. So I call these more of like my dressy pair of sneakers, and I love wearing these with like an all black outfit because of the black like accenting, and I just feel like it really ties it all together. And yeah, I really like the Vejas. The one thing I will say about them is that the sizing is a little bit off. Like I said, normally I sized up to, not up, but my regular shoe size for sneakers is like a 7. And I think for this one, I ended up getting, oh no, it does say US 7. That's really weird. a lot of the reviews said to size up for these because I did get them originally because a lot of times when you look at the websites for the Vejas, it's in a European sizing. So I did get them originally in the size European 37, and that was confusing to me because I thought that was equivalent to a 7, but it's not. It's equivalent to a 6. So I ended up getting them in a European 38, and that oddly says US 7 on here. So anyway, size up for these because I'm like in between a 6 half 7, and I went to a European 38. So read the reviews. I know that I am like super dorky and nerdy when it comes to reading reviews. I probably like do overkill, but it's because I don't want to like purchase something online and then have to return it like I did with these. So yeah, I did originally purchase these before, and then they were too snug. Like the length of them, it was, my toes were just like creeping up on the front a little bit too much. And as you can see, the front part is pretty like a thick piece of rubber. So yeah, they're not gonna be able, I don't feel like these are gonna be shoes that you can stretch out lengthwise. So yeah, size up for these or read a lot of reviews and kind of just use your judgment based on what kind of foot you know that you have. But the sizing was a little bit weird on these, but I love these shoes. I totally think it's worth it. If you haven't gotten a pair yet, yeah, I would recommend it. Up next, I have my Nikes. I don't really own a whole bunch of Nikes, which is weird because they used to be my sneaker of choice when it came to athletic shoes. But in terms of just like, I guess day-to-day shoes that I wear with trousers or whatever, like jeans, I have the Nike Daybreak, I think is what these are. If I'm wrong, please just let me know in the comments down below, because like I said, I'm not like super into shoes, so I might have the wrong name. But these are my Nike shoes, and I think what I liked about these was that they had a very retro look to them with the like the little rubber that comes up the front, and like the little, I don't know, just like the look and shape of them looks very retro to me, and I really liked that. So that was actually, these were my first pair of shoes that I, like sneakers that I purchased, that I had planned to wear like not going to the gym, because most of the shoes that I had, like the sneakers, I would just get to go work out in and not really wear anywhere else. But I thought these would be really cool and like fun to wear on a day-to-day basis. So hang on. Okay, sorry, I had to get my dogs to settle down before I could start filming again. But what I was saying was, I think I was talking about my Daybreak Nikes, and I really like them a lot. Yeah, I think the only thing that I don't really care for about these shoes are like the nylon. It kind of looks a little bit cheap. So yeah, I was a little bit disappointed about that when I opened up the box, but they're a super comfortable shoe, and I do feel like they run true to size because I think I did get these in a 7. Yeah, I have these in a women's US 7. So I do feel like they run true to size, and they're super comfy. I don't think there was any like break-in time. I could just walk and walk and walk in these. So yeah, these are my next most worn pair of shoes or sneakers. Okay, so up next I have my Converse, my Chucks. I wear these quite frequently, and I do really like these because I have them in the regular canvas, but these ones are, I don't know if you can see, they're like the sheen, they're leather, which I feel like is a little bit more elevated, and it's just different than what everyone else has. So I do really like these a lot. I did go for these in a 7, which I don't know why, because I think pretty much everyone who wears Chucks knows that they run big, so I probably could have done with like a 6.5 because they do feel roomy on me. But I mean, you can tell that I've worn these shoes a lot. Like they're not like totally beaten up, but they are stained and you can see scuff marks on them. So I was thinking of repurchasing these, and I was taking a look at like the Converse website last night to see if they had like any of the leather ones in stock, and they do. So I really like these a lot, and I do have the Chucks in another colorway. I don't know like what like style this is, because what's strange about these is that they have a little zip in the back, but I absolutely love these. So like I was saying, I don't think I'll ever get rid of these. I honestly don't even remember where I purchased these from, and I can't find them like anywhere. I think I actually, okay, wait, no. I think I might have actually gotten these from Nordstrom Rack like years and years and years ago, and they're just such a comfortable shoe. And yeah, I don't know, I think they're unique because they have the little zip in the back, and it makes it really easy to like put them on and take them off. And I like the color of them, and they're just a very like classic but cool shoe. So yeah, the Converse are my next most worn pair of shoes. Okay, so for the last category, I have New Balance, which I have 3 shoes to show you guys for this category. So let's start off with my first pair that I ever bought. It was the New Balance 574s. I call these my grandpa shoes. So I was like totally on the fence about getting a pair of New Balances, because I always thought that these looked like grandpa shoes. And because like as I was growing up, I always would see old people wearing these shoes, and I thought to myself, like, these could either be really cool, or they could just look absolutely awful with my outfits. So I did a lot of research on them. I looked at the sizing, like what the review said about sizing. I was looking at all the colorways. I looked at a couple of other different New Balances as well. The ones that are super popular, obviously, like you have to get them off of like StockX or whatever, and it's just like super hard to get a hold of, or you have to pay like some ridiculous price for them, and I didn't want to do that. I wanted to buy a pair of like cool sneakers, well, cool like trendy sneakers that were regular price, and these were what I landed on. So that's kind of how I came to the conclusion of these specific New Balances. I was thinking about getting the 327s, but I couldn't really find them in a colorway that I was thinking I could wear a lot. And I thought to myself, like, okay, if you're gonna get the grandpa shoes, go all out and just get like the old school, like classic grandpa color, which is what I would always see people wearing, were the gray ones. So I went ahead and purchased them, and I have to say, I am happy to report that I do not regret this purchase at all. I did buy them full price, and I think they retail for about $85, and I freaking love these shoes. They're so comfortable. Like, I can see why old people wear these shoes, because honestly, they're probably the most comfortable shoe that I own, aside from these Nike. These ones didn't make the cut in terms of my most worn pair of shoes, because I did buy these like off of one of those resale websites, and because of that I try not to wear them too often, but these are super comfortable. These are the Nike Dunks in the Nature Sail colorway. These were like, they're like literally walking on a cloud. Like, I love these shoes, but I don't wear them very often because of how expensive they were. Like, they weren't even that much. Like, some of the Dunks go for like $500. I did not pay that much for these, but because I guess in my mind, because I know that I didn't buy them regular price, and like I had to repurchase them off of like a website that resells them. Yeah, I don't know. I have it in my mind that I don't wear them as much, but they are super comfy. But aside from those, these babies. These shoes will not do you wrong as long as you get the right size. So when I was buying these, I was looking at all kinds of reviews, because like I said, I'm a nerd and I read reviews like that. And I completely like geeked out and was reading everything, and everybody told each other in the reviews to size up. So after reading that, I ordered these in a US women's 7.5, which is pretty rare for me. Like, I don't usually get a 7.5 for sneakers, and they do fit good. So I'm like between, like I said before, I'm like in between a 6.5 and a 7, and I went all the way to 7.5, and they fit good. So just keep that in mind when you're purchasing these, because, or if you can, go into a store and try them on, because the sizing is very strange for these shoes, I will admit, even though they are like a really comfortable pair of shoe. And I don't know, I just can't say enough good things about them. There's like super dorky grandpa looking shoes, but if you style them right, I feel like they can look cool. And I just like Pinterested a lot of different like outfits using the Nike, or not the Nike, the New Balance 574s, and you see a lot of like streetwear photos of like model off duty vibes with girls wearing them with trousers. So that's kind of how I style them. I tend to wear these a lot with trousers, like wide leg trousers, and with the kind of like baggy, that baggy look. And yeah, I feel like they actually look really nice, and I can wear them into the office as like a dress down my elevated pants sort of way. But yeah, I do have another, or I have 2 more pairs of New Balances to show you guys. Okay, so I bought another pair of the New Balance 574s, but I got them in this like beige color because I loved the gray ones so much. And I did see these on the Aritzia website like recently when I was shopping on there, and they were kind of expensive. Like I think they're probably the same price as the gray ones that I bought, but I found these during Black Friday on Amazon for like $40. These were such a good deal. I couldn't pass it up. Like I don't think I would have got the same exact shoe because I already have like the Nike ones, the retro Nike ones that look very similar to this shoe. If I didn't find these for $40, I probably wouldn't have gotten them. But when I saw the price and I was like, oh my God, they have my size, I just feel like I should scoop them up because I know I would wear them. Like I do wear these a lot because I just bought them, but I've worn them so much already. These are a really comfortable shoe, and what's cool about them is if you compare them to the gray ones that I have, these are more of like this one is more of like a smooth suede, and this one looks like almost like you can see it's like almost like a towel or something. Like the suede isn't like flat, which is kind of nice. I think it like adds some texture to your shoe and it looks cool. So I got these. And so when I was buying these ones, sorry, when I was originally looking for New Balances and I was like super on the fence, somebody told me get the reflective ones, which the reflective end, which is what I have for the gray ones. But for these beige ones, I decided to go a little bit different and just get the regular non-reflective. It's just leather, I think, and then the back is reflective, as you can see, and then it's got this like blue writing. And yeah, these are super cool. I really love these shoes a lot, and I just have one more pair of New Balances to show you guys. So the last pair of New Balances I got were from Aritzia, and can we just take a moment to appreciate how cute their packaging is for the winter. Oh my God, look at it. I can't even deal. I think I'm gonna keep all of my winter packages because they just look so cute. You could actually like use these. I mean, it's a little bit deceiving if you're giving a gift that isn't from Aritzia in one of these, but they're just so cute. I love the bags. So anyway, I bought the New Balance 2002 Rs. Can you tell that I am like a huge New Balance fan now? So I purchased these kind of on a whim. Like I saw them online and I was like, I feel like these are gonna go fast, and I didn't have my usual time to think about them. Like usually before I make a purchase, I really like think about it, I research it, I read reviews, things like that. This one, I kind of didn't have time to do it because when I saw them on the website, I was like, they're gonna get snapped up. They're New Balances. They're on the Aritzia website. Like, people are going to buy these. So I didn't think about it. I just kind of ordered them, and the rest, like the size that I have my other two New Balances in. Plus, it also did say that it wasn't gonna get shipped out until August of 2023, which I was like, okay, we're only in December. It gives me a good 6 months or so, or well, 8 months, I guess, to wear out my other shoes, and then by the time those are worn out, I'll have brand new shoes coming in. So I purchased them kind of on a whim. So they are these shoes right here. These are more of like an athletic looking sneaker to me. That's what I think. So these are the New Balances 2002 Rs. That's what it says on the box anyway. And yeah, I don't know what color it is. Hang on, let me check. I just looked on the website though last night and I don't see them. So I did get these and it just says beige. The color is beige. Beige on beige. And these are men's, or I guess unisex sizing. So I got them in a US 6 for men's, which is, I did size up to, that's equivalent to a woman's 7.5. After trying them on, because these literally just came, I haven't even worn them out yet. After trying them on, I do feel like I maybe could have stuck with a 7, but the 7.5s are fine. Like if I wear some like thick socks in them, they'll probably be fine. So these are my new babies. I haven't even worn them out yet. I honestly was like thinking of reselling these shoes and like making a profit, even though like I hate when people do that. But then I tried them on and I was like, I'm gonna keep them. I really like them. So yeah, these are the new ones. They have the little like 2002 R branding right here. And yeah, they're just, to me, they look a little bit more like athletic looking because of the shape of the shoe. This is what they look like from the top. And yeah, I like them. I really, really like them. So that is my, I guess not my entire shoe collection. I definitely have more shoes, but that's my most worn shoes out of my entire shoe collection. So if you guys have any questions about the sizing, leave them down below because I'll try to answer them as best I can. Obviously, I don't know your feet and I don't know, you know, it's hard to answer that kind of stuff. But if you just have general like questions about the shoes and everything, let me know. I hope you guys found this video helpful. I will try to leave links to these as much as possible, but like I said, like on the Aritzia website where I bought these, they're like sold out. So I'll maybe try to find them on other websites and link that instead. But yeah, I hope you guys are all doing really, really well. I hope you're having a nice holiday season, and hopefully I see you guys again before the new year. But yeah, that's it for now, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!